It's Yudy again. I actually am here with Uru, who is the creator of Fursonalities and the creator of Yudy. So I was going to do an interview with Uru and ask a couple of questions I thought everybody should know. So how long have you been fursuit building?
So as of February 2nd, I've been building fursuits for 8 years.
Oh wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite part of fursuiting?
Like building or fursuiting in general?
I'd go with building since you're a builder.
Like the pieces. Well, so I like making heads because they're the most expressive part. But as far as like just what parts make me happiest to build in terms of, you know, just like time and whatever, I like bodysuits.
Okay.
So, because they come together really fast and, you know, they're fluffy and cute. And I like them,
Adorable.
so.
And they come in so many different varieties too.
Yeah, also that, yeah.
Barnaby wants to be a part of the interview.
I didn't bank on that. We can move him if we need to.
Nice, fine.
Okay.
And who is your favorite builder personally?
Oh man, that's a good question. I have a lot of builders that I really admire. Mixed Candy, Autumn Fallings, Wildlife, Bastek. I mean, I have a bunch. I really like Don't Hug Cacti and More for Less because I have heads by them. I like Fancy Beasts, which is like North Shepherd and Taj.
Okay.
And they're really good too. I like them a lot. I like a lot of people. I just, you know, there's so many different styles to choose from.
There's too many to choose.
Too many to choose from.
Out of that list, who do you think you would most likely do a collaboration with, if you could?
Probably Mixed Candy or Autumn Fallings.
Okay.
Or, you know, maybe.
Top two.
Yeah. Because I've done collaborations kind of with Mixed Candy before.
Okay.
And I think that my style would go well with Autumn Fallings, and then like Fancy Beast probably, that might be a thing.
That'd be really fancy.
It would be. It would be a Fancy Beast.
Yeah. So out of all of your projects, fursuits, head, paws, feet, what was your favorite project thus far?
I don't know if I can pick a favorite project just because I like them all for different reasons.
They're all your furry babies.
They are my little animal children. One of my most recent projects that I really enjoyed is the shark that I just finished because it was artistic freedom and, you know, like it was something new. So I really liked building Calypso. I built him for my birthday actually.
That's
last
really
year,
cool.
yeah. I put together everything except for his head on my birthday. So,
aww.
yeah.
That's so sweet. It's like a gift to yourself.
Basically, yeah. I was like, well, I don't know what to do with myself, so I guess I'm going to build a fursuit.
Yeah. When you have the free time, it's like, alright, artistic freedom.
Basically, yeah. I had all the materials, had the design, good to go.
Excellent. Next question involves Yudy. What was the hardest part of making Yudy?
You know, I think the hardest part for her was actually her mohawk.
Oh yeah.
Because it's actually got a bunch of shapes.
Yeah, like
running that through my sewing machine. Running that through my sewing machine and like pinning it and everything was kind of crazy, and then like getting the like lining put in there and then like sewing it on properly. It was all kind of crazy.
Difficult.
It was. And then her eyes, because I had never done any non-round pupils before, those were, I would say, the second most complicated, like difficult part.
Wow.
And it took a lot of retries to get the shape right and everything.
Gosh.
So
and the colors came out amazing. I don't know if you guys
Thank you.
can see that, but the detail in the eyes were just phenomenal. They're freaking amazing. If you could do anything differently with my face or body, what would it have been?
like just your suit in general,
Yeah,
or
just anything you could have like done differently to save
probably
time.
your feet paws. I think I would do your feet paws a little differently because we changed styles.
Yeah.
Like shortly after making your paws.
Yeah.
And I think that the ones that don't have any foam in them would probably look better with your suit.
Yeah, I like your new ones with the claws. I would definitely like, the reason I really like the paws that I have right now is because they're kind of big and stompy.
Yeah.
And it's 3 toes, which was like, hey, that's my character 3. So, but being able to have like indoor feet paws with the exaggerated bottoms, and then the claws in them. I was like, oh, that would be perfect because I have the feral hand paws, and then it would just all go together so well.
And they would look really good. So, and they're comfy. They're really comfy, and they're like machine washable, so it's a lot easier to maintain them.
Always a bonus.
Always a bonus.
Another question, looks like the last one on this list, is if you had an artistic freedom commission paid in full up front, what would be a project you would make? Like breed-wise, maybe colors?
I really am very partial to canines and felines. But at this point, I would really like to make another dinosaur. I have a design for a T-Rex.
Oh.
I actually have the head base carved out for it already. Oh. It's really awesome. It would look good in either like a toonie or a snarly toonie or semi-realistic. It would look good in any of those styles. And I haven't started, but because it's not funded, I just don't have the time to finish it, so
it's on your to-do list.
It is on my to-do list, yeah.
But you got to make a shark. That's new and exciting.
That was really fun. That was really fun. He was just like, yeah, like, here's my money, artistic freedom, great white, I guess. And, like, so I had a lot of fun with the design, and I think part of what was really enjoyable about that is that he didn't press me for, like, a reference ahead of time. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people do that with their artistic freedom. They want their reference made as soon as they pay. But because he didn't, press me for a reference, I got to design it and get excited for it, like, right as I was building it.
Oh,
and so he's just like, have fun with it, do whatever, like, I trust you, I like your suits. And so it was really a really enjoyable project because of that. So it really was like the definition of artistic freedom. Like, here's my money, do what you want. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Shark life.
Yeah, shark life.
Finn. Oh my gosh, like the next dab. Finn. Finn. Oh, what about, I heard you wanted to do caribous or something with antlers.
I would really love to make more caribou. I've only had the chance to make, technically, like, I have made 3, but one of them, they got a 2.0 of their original head. So I made Rainbow and I made Cocoa Boo.
Okay.
And both of those were back in 2015. And so it's been like more than a full year since I made one. And I've come a long way. I've learned a lot. I think that as long as nobody like rushes me on anything, that I could really make some amazing caribou, and I would love that opportunity. So.
And it seems like anytime people rush fursuiters, it's like press for time, and then there's that last minute thing that they could have done and they didn't because
there's always a noticeable like this would have gone better if I hadn't been rushed. It's almost, I mean, like, you can look through my gallery and you can tell which ones had to be rushed. So, yeah. It's just so unfortunate because it's like, you're paying,
top dollar,
$3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for your costume. Like, you would think that little bit of patience, like the snow leopard, the full suit snow leopard that I just finished, he was extremely patient with me the whole time. He's like, yep, take your time. I care about quality more than I care about, when it's finished.
Good.
So, like, that ended up going really well.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Uru, for having me here today. It was a lot of fun, and we hope to see you next time.
Yeah.
So, bye, guys!